I am not good in the heat, man. I am a different type of Negro, yo. I really am, man. I'm just like, I would have been a horrible slave. Like, I learned that about myself. I'm telling you, man, like, I mean, I would have been optimistic on the way over because I'm a Libra, you know what I mean? I might have been like, you know, maybe they just mad because it's a long trip, you know? They do have a lot of people to care for. It could be frustrating. But the minute we got over here, man, and they were like, all right, you gotta go pick that cotton, I'd be like, in this fucking, are you out of your mind? In this fucking heat? Are you got an umbrella, you want me, are you out of, I'm not picking no fucking, they'd be like, well, I'm about to beat you. I'm like, well, easy. Just like a slave master, don't know how to use your words. Take a breath, let's talk about it for a second. What if I pick at night? Is that a thing? Is that on the agenda? It's a good crowd. A lot of white folks laughed at that slavery joke. A lot of white folks laughed at that slavery joke. America's changing. Where you from? I'm sorry, I just got here. You judgy motherfuckers. They're like, here we go. The most popular fucking audience there. Where you from? Someplace crazy, I guess. India. Oh, that's not bad. I had an Indian dude tell me to go back to my country. How crazy is that shit, yo? We got into it with a thick-ass Indian accent. We was at the fucking gas station, and I went to come in, and he went to come in, and so we were like at an impasse. Like, nah, I was here first. And he just fucking started. But Indian people are adorable because they don't know how to curse. You ever hear them curse? Like, you guys are horrible. It's like you don't practice much. You just put curse words in. Like, I know this is a curse word, I'm gonna say it. He was like, I am fucking myself. I'm like, who are you really mad at though? Because I thought this was an argument between us. Now you're just taking it on yourself. You're selfish. You are selfish as fuck. It's so adorable. He's like, go back to your fucking country. They don't like us much. They don't pick us up in the cabs. They ride right by us. No, Brooklyn. I'm like, how you gonna just assume I'm going to Brooklyn? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am, but you gotta let me say it first, though, because I am from Brooklyn. It makes me mad, because they being stereotypical, but I am going to Brooklyn. So it's like, fuck, should I be mad? I don't know. God damn it. Racism is so confusing. Fucks you up. I am from Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn, East New York. I'm not originally from there. I was born in the Virgin Islands. Beautiful island called St. Croix. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that island. Beautiful island. So as you might have guessed, yes, most of my youth was spent, you know, frolicking on the beach and shit. That's what you do when you live on an island. You just wake. I don't know if you guys know that. We just wake up, and I used to look at my brothers and sisters and be like, yo, you want to go frolic? And they'd be like, of course we want to go frolic. You don't say I have my frolic shoes on? Are you ready to frolic before you? And then we would just go off and frolic in the beaches. You've seen the commercials, all the little black kids splash in the water. Come to my island. That was us. They never paid. They never paid us, yo. You just see yourself on TV like, oh shit, I'm on TV. How the hell did that happen? I was just frolicking. I gotta frolic some more. I could be a star. That's how it was. And then when I was 13 years old, my father decided that he was sick of his family being safe. That's the only thing I could come up with, because that's essentially what I saw, because he decided that we were moving to Brooklyn, which sounds good. He didn't say Brooklyn, he said New York City. You know, he tried to, you know, sauce it up. You're moving to New York City. He was like, oh shit, Park Avenue. That's not what we moved to East New York, Brooklyn, at the time the worst neighborhood in America. Yeah. Literally. Like, I'm not saying worse, like, you know how, like, when white girls get upset and they're like, this is the worst. I'm not using it. I am not using it in white girl context. What I'm saying is that they had a bad neighborhood competition And they scoured the entire nation of America. You know how big this fucking country is? And they went all the way to the other side and came back. It was like, nah, y'all doing something special over here, boy. God damn. If you want to know how bad my neighborhood is, there's a documentary out actually right now on Netflix called The 7-5, and it's about the corrupt 75th precinct in East New York, Brooklyn from the mid-'80s to the mid-'90s. That's when I grew up there. It was bad. Like when we got there, I looked at my father. I was like, you know, you could have just killed us at home. Because I don't even know what this fucking plane ticket was about. It was the type of neighborhood where you could get robbed by somebody you know. That's when you know you live in a shitty neighborhood. When you're walking down the street and the brother's like, don't move. And you're like, Tony? But you live upstairs. It's gonna be weird in the hallway from now on. And he's like, shut up, man. Don't talk to me while I'm at work. Because that was his job. That's where I grew up. I don't live there anymore, though. I live in a nice white neighborhood now, and I hope they stay. Fucking fingers crossed. Don't get uncomfortable now, white folks. You got a bad habit of leaving as soon as we show up. As soon as that fucking black family pop up, they be like, ah, shit, we're going to Connecticut. We're going. Heading back to home base. They found us. I don't think my white folks are going anywhere, though, because I live in a heavy Jewish neighborhood. Yeah. Jews don't run from nobody. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jews. You yell at them, they be like, ah, well, yeah. And I guess we're just going to be yelling every fucking day. That's what's going to happen, because I'm not going anywhere. I know they ain't running from me, man. They don't even talk to me. I try to. I be trying to be cheerful in the morning. I know this could be jarring when you're not used to it. One night you went to sleep, it was a nice Jewish neighborhood. You wake up in the morning, I'm in the bodega. That can fuck with you, like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? So they don't say shit, I try. I'll be like, good morning. How you don't speak to a motherfucker that do this shit? Good morning. I did make first contact the other day, though. I was excited, man. I was like, it's finally happening. 2 years. 2 years I've been here. Finally, fucking first contact. These teenagers came up to me. I guess they were being rebellious. They were like, we'll talk to him. And I had been practicing. I was ready. I you know, you only get one time to make a good first impression, right? So I'm like, now let's go. So he comes up to me, he's like, excuse me, sir. I was like, shalom, my brother. I was fucking ready. He was like, whatever. Like, really? I don't think that's your response, but okay. Then he goes, I don't mean to bother you, but would you mind lighting my cigarette for me? That's what he said to me. Could I light his cigarette? I was like, really, dude? That's how we gonna do it? I was like, no, I'm not lighting your fucking cigarette, man. He's like, no, you don't understand. It's a Sabbath. And I am not allowed to make fire on the Sabbath. I was like, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, little boy. You think I'm stupid? You just told your friends, watch me get the black dude to light my cigarette. You think I don't know what's going on here? Get out of my face, little boy. I left. I went upstairs. I was so mad. And then I was thinking about it, retracing steps. And I was like, how'd it go so bad so fast? And then I thought about what he said. He was like, make fire. I'm like, people don't really talk like that. So I Googled it. Turns out he was not lying. Not at all. Apparently Jews are not allowed to make fire on Saturday. I didn't fucking know that. So now I feel like an asshole because I fucked up first contact. So now every Saturday I walk around my neighborhood with lit cigarettes just trying to make up. Thank you guys.